moment, which we're not going to mention Musk's involvement, but this is ChatGPT, Josh.
ChatGPT authors are at loss for words. So this is a new AI that is quite interesting. Basically, it's taken in all of these words and contracts, essays, scripts online, and now it can essentially come up with its own responses to things. And people are saying that might eventually, replace anybody who uses the written word. But a new study is coming out that's saying there's going to be this bottleneck in its ability to learn, because at some point it's just going to run out of high-quality words. So, there's arguments that...
Because it just recycles existing prose, existing copy.
To make... Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I think this is what happened with Clarkson's column. That's possibly what happened.
ChatGPT would probably... I mean, it might be... That is a fair point, because one of the things that I think went wrong with Clarkson's comment is he assumed everybody knew the Game of Thrones well enough to understand. I didn't get that reference.
Really?
I do think sometimes these ChatGPT things are going to throw up stuff that is like where people are going to think, is this something everyone should know? I mean, the first casualty is likely to be essays. They think like anyone who's sent home, with an essay project over the weekend can literally just put a prompt into this software and it will just deliver, a perfectly workable B+ essay.
Yeah, that's the thing. They said it's in danger of putting people who write out of a living. That's why it's important you go to nickdixon.substack.com while you still can. But they're quite funny. If you look to these on Twitter, these ChatGPT things, they can be very funny. My worry is when they start knowing that they're being funny. Yeah. That's when we need to worry about the AI, because they're accidentally funny at this stage.
Well, there's a guy on Twitter who's I was talking to this evening who's been trying to encourage one to write a Goon Show script, to write a script for Veep, the American sitcom, and it has no sort of no attack, no sense of humour, no jokes, nothing. But it does sort of feel strangely plausible, like a kind of quiet bit in one of those scripts.
Yeah, but you see those comics, it's like they sound like comics because they go up at the end of a sentence, but there's no content there.
I went to a stand-up gig in Rotterdam once. I was on, in The Hague. I was on. They had some English comics and the Dutch speak amazing English, but then we had to watch Dutch comics in between. And I was sort of laughing at the Dutch comics, because you kind of go, I get this. One of them was a bit like Frankie Boyle, I think. He had that, and he was just his rhythm. It was just, I was just laughing a lot.
Dutch Game of Thrones material must be almost impossible for you.
Celebrity